very good morning to everyone. And let me paint a small scene for you. A family gets some news, could be anything. A relative is getting married, someone has got a new job, there's been a change in plans. And in that one moment, watch what happens around the room. One person tears up, another starts making to do lists, one goes very quiet, and someone else, let's be honest, starts cracking jokes. Same news, same room, completely different reactions. And what do we usually do in that moment? We look at the person who reacted differently from us and we think quietly and sometimes out loud, why are they being so dramatic? Or why are they so cold about this? Or the classic desi version, इसको कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. But what if, and stay with me here, what if they care deeply? What if they just care differently? So today we are going to talk about something that lives at the heart of every relationship, every home, every workplace. So we are talking about emotional differences and what it means to truly respect them. So let's begin with this opening thought. Different emotional reactions don't make someone wrong. So let me say that again. Different emotional reactions don't make someone wrong. Now, of course, different doesn't mean wrong. It's one of the simplest sentences you'll ever hear and one of the hardest to actually live by. Because the moment someone reacts to life differently than we do, our very first instinct is to correct them, fix them, or quietly judge them from a safe distance. And that quiet judgment is where so many of our relationships quietly begin to break. Just imagine two people standing outside in the rain. Same rain, same street, same gray sky above them. One of them tips their face upward, closes their eyes, and smiles. The rain feels like relief, like sky finally said what it was feeling. For them, this moment is almost poetic, romantic. The other one pulls their dupatta tighter, checks their phone with a frown, and thinks about the laundry still on the terrace, the rickshaw that won't come in this weather, and the meeting they'll be late to. Neither of them is wrong about the rain. They are simply standing in their own lives with their own memories, their own pressure, their own histories, and the rain touches all of that. And the second person, it seems the person is from Mumbai. That's what emotions do. They don't just respond to what's happening, they respond to everything that has ever happened. So let's pick stories from the life. So let's meet Kavita. She's a homemaker, patient, steady, the kind of person who holds the house together without anyone fully noticing. Her daughter Ria comes home from college one day, absolutely devastated over a fight with her best friend. Now, Ria is crying, spiraling, saying, I don't know what I'll do without her. And Kavita's instinct, because she's practical, because she's solved real problems, is to say, Arey, it's just a fight. Give it 2 days, it'll be fine. And now come and eat something. Ria doesn't feel better. She feels dismissed and she stops sharing things with her mother. Now, what if Kavita had simply said, Oh, that sounds really painful. Tell me what happened. Not to fix it, just to be in the rain with the daughter for a moment. Understanding creates connection. The meal could wait, the moment could not. And now let's meet Nandini. She's a mid level manager at a logistics company, sharp, efficient, emotionally self contained. And in her team, there's a colleague named Farida who gets visibly anxious before every presentation. Nervous energy, lots of questions, sometimes even tears in private. Now, Nandini's inner voice, इतना overreact क्यों करती है? It's just a presentation. Now, she's never said it aloud, but Farida can feel it. That quiet impatience, that barely concealed, pull yourself together. Now, here's what Nandini doesn't know. Farida grew up being told she was too much whenever she expressed herself. Every presentation is not just a meeting, it's a room full of old echoes. So when Nandini finally asked, in fact, genuinely asked, hey, what make this easier for you? Farida visibly exhaled. At her next presentation, her best win yet. So you don't have to understand someone's emotional history to respect that it exists. Then there is our own Vikram Bhai. He's in his late 50s, strong, provider type, the kind of man who was raised to keep emotions tucked neatly away, like documents in a filing cabinet. Now, his wife Sulochana recently lost a close friend. She's been grieving quietly but visibly. Now, Vikram Bhai doesn't know what to do with grief. His way of coping is to stay busy, stay useful. So he fixes a leaking tap, pays a pending bill, asks if dinner needs to be ordered. Now he's doing everything except sitting with her. A Sulochana isn't looking for solutions. She's looking for presence. So one evening, Vikram Bhai simply sits next to her on the sofa and says nothing, just puts a hand over hers, and Sulochana cries and feels less alone. He didn't change how he processes emotion. He just made space for how she does. And that's everything. So here's the thing. No one wakes up in the morning and decides, oh, I'm going to overreact today, or I'm going to be completely cold about everything. Our emotional responses are shaped slowly, quietly, and by the lives we have lived. Every person carries different experiences, the things that have happened to them, the losses, the joys, the wounds they never fully named, different triggers, the words, the tones, the situations that land differently because of what they carry, or different coping styles. Some people go inward, some people go loud, some go practical, some go quiet. None of them is wrong. And here's the choice we get to make every single day. Understanding creates connection, and judgment creates distance. So when we try to understand, even imperfectly, even just by asking a gentle question, we close the gap between us and another person. When we judge, even silently, even with good intentions, we widen it. You don't have to feel what they feel. You just have to respect that they feel it. So I want you to take a quiet moment right now. Think of someone in your life who reacts very differently from you. Maybe they cry when you stay composed. Maybe they go silent when they want to talk it out. And maybe they laugh when you think the situation calls for gravity. Or maybe they take days to recover from something would shake off by evening. Now, you've probably had a moment, maybe more than one, when you've thought, why are they like this? So now, gently replace that question with this one. What might they be experiencing that I don't see? not what's wrong with them, but what's happening inside them that I haven't taken the time to ask about. Sit with that question just for a moment. Notice how it changes the feeling in your chest from frustration to something softer. That softer thing, that's the beginning of real connection. See, the most generous thing you can offer someone is the space to feel what they feel without having to defend it. We live in a world that's constantly asking people to explain their emotions, justify their reactions, and apologize for feeling too much or too little. What if, just what if, you became the kind of person in your home, in your office, in your friendships who didn't ask for that justification? What if you became the person who simply said, I see you're going through something. I'm here. That sentence, 5 words of your, has the power to change the temperature of an entire relationship. So, this is your call to action for this week. Find one person in your life who reacts to the world differently than you do. And instead of internally wondering, why are they like this? Ask them with genuine curiosity, how are you doing? Really? And then, and this is the important part, just listen. Don't fix. Don't compare. Don't advise. Just listen. Because sometimes being understood is the only thing a person truly needs. And you, right now, have exactly that to give you. And amazingly, this is the same message that we try to give in my new venture, which I call with you dot space. So with that thought, thank you. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you.